It's only been a few days since the Vikings drafted Vederian Lowe in the 6th round during the NFL draft. Vederian's joining us now. What has the last few days been like for you and your family ever since knowing you're the newest Minnesota Viking?
Yeah, man, these last few days have been exciting to say the least. Just to know that I've now, gotten to the doorstep of the NFL. Just to know that our lives, are changing before our eyes. It's been definitely exciting. Also, it's been, pretty, nerve wracking as well, just because I have a lot of components in my life, with the wife and the kids and my brother and everything like that. Those are big boy decisions that I gotta make regarding to moving them with me and everything. But yeah, it's been very exciting, and I'm very, very glad that the Vikings gave me this opportunity, and I'm just ready to make the most of it.
Have you had any time to have a little fun and celebrate?
Nah, not really. I'm pretty much on dad duty, every single
Yeah.
day, man. So like I've had the kids with me ever since draft day, ever since I found out I was gonna be a Viking. So I just pretty much been celebrating, this achievement with them, with
Yeah.
my boys, my wife, with my brother. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Yeah, you mentioned your whole family. You have one of the more compelling backstories in the NFL. You're married, 2 sons, and you have guardianship over your brother.
Mm.
That's a big decision for someone of your age to make. What lessons have you learned throughout the adversity and the joys of your life?
I've learned a lot. I've really learned a lot of lessons. I think one or two of the key lessons that I've learned are really like just having to focus on my priorities. I think that just being a college athlete, there are a ton of ways that you can be pulled in different directions, with
Mhm.
school and with football, your social life. And then just with me having children and being married and wanting to be a good husband and wanting to be a good father, and also, taking my brother in, like, I had to really, focus on the things that mattered most to me, which was my family and football and school. And I kind of had to, cut all that excess, the outside noise away, cut all the partying and, like all
Mhm.
those things. I had to kind of, get away from that because I wanted to, dedicate my time to my family, because football took so much time away from my kids and my wife and everything. So that's one of the real main things that I had to learn. Really just zone in on my
Mhm.
priorities, kind of be laser focused. And also, I think it's made me mature really
Oh,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, you talk to Vederian, 19-year-old Vederian. I'm not the same person that I am right now. And from having my first kid to where I am now, I've had to mature way quicker than I ever thought I would have to. I think
Yeah.
that yeah, I think that those two things are the most key things that have happened to me, just with everything that I've had going on.
Yeah, obviously you had to mature faster and you're setting an example for your brother. I'm sure he really enjoyed seeing you get the call
Mm.
on Saturday. How has he celebrated and in a moment like this for you?
Yeah, so my brother, he's a lot different than me. He's not a sports guy, not at all. He likes school, he likes video games and all that type of stuff. But
Uh,
yeah, but he was definitely excited. He was like, all right, like we're gonna be moving to Minnesota, like never been there, I'm ready to go and stuff like that. But yeah, he's definitely excited to, experience, this part of my life, along with him. I think that it's something that he never thought would happen. He was always kind of oblivious to what I was always doing. Always kept his head down and just did his own thing. But he's definitely excited to be going through this new phase of life
yeah,
with all of
now
us
he knows
together.
what all the hard work has been for. I mean, you played in a school record 52 games
Mm.
at Illinois. What is your secret to staying healthy and being durable?
Honestly, I playing O line. That's I don't even know how I got 52 starts playing O line, man. That's kind of crazy and unheard of.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, ain't really no secret, man. It just I would just say I got lucky. I got lucky. I got rolled up on a few times. I almost got knocked out this season from my high ankle sprain, but I just think that just really making sure that I was focusing on taking care of my body. I would wake up. I kind of had a routine in the morning before practice every day, just making sure I felt as fresh as possible going into every practice. So I think that was kind of what my thing was for me personally. I
Mhm.
didn't have the time after practice to get in the training room and get into right after practice I had to shoot home and get to the kids. But I think that just my routine that I established for myself really helped me.
Definitely. Routines are so key in any football player's life. But the offensive line sometimes doesn't really get the same love that skill guys do. What makes you love being an offensive lineman though?
I think that thing that makes me love being an O lineman is probably just the amount of dependability that people depend on us. You know, people
Mm.
like in order for the offense to function, in order for the offense to go, the O line is required to do their job. And I think that, you know, the people don't. It goes without saying, like the O line is the most important piece of any type of offense. I think that that's my number one thing. And also, the one thing I love about being an O lineman is just how much of a cohesive group you have to be in order to function well. That's one thing. We were at Illinois. We were very, you know, our chemistry was good. We all hung out, you know, outside of you know, the facility, and we all knew each other really well. We all knew each other's playing styles. I think that all those things tie into being a good O line group. That's one of the main things that I love about playing O line.
Now you have to start building that chemistry with the guys here in Minnesota. And there are some good tackles in this group. You've got Pro Bowler Brian O'Neill, a first round pick, Christian Darrisaw on the other side. What do you hope to learn from guys like that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm really excited to be coming into, you know, an O-line room with guys established, you know, such as themselves. I think that I just really want to learn, you know,
Mhm.
exactly how they carry themselves on and off the field, you know, how they handle themselves as professionals, how they approach the game and how they approach practice, how they approach everything day in and day out. Because I think that that's what makes, you know, them, you know, the great tackles that they are, the great people that they are. So I really just want to learn how they carry themselves each and every day. So, you know, I can steal bits and pieces of, you know, from their head and still bits and
Yeah.
pieces from their lifestyle and how they do things to really help me further myself more as a man and as a football player. So I'm very excited to be stepping into an established O-line room and with established tackles like that.
Yeah, I can feel your excitement. And I know that that's probably one of the top emotions you have heading into rookie minicamp next week. How are you feeling? And what are you most excited about doing when you get inside the Vikings practice facility?
Yeah, I'm feeling very excited, man. Like from the moment I got the call, you know, I was telling them I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to just get in there and I'm ready to, you know,
Mhm.
establish myself as a guy that they can depend on. And I think that, you know, the one thing that I'm most like I'm ready to do is just get in there and, you know, start building a routine, start getting, familiar with everyone, start
Mhm.
getting familiar with the building, start getting familiar with, you know, everything that has to do with it. Because like I said, I'm coming from Illinois. I'm college guy, you know, I've talked to, you know, my teammates that have been in this profession, but I'm just ready to get my own experience out of it. I'm ready to, you know, write my own story, and I'm ready to start my own, you know, phase of life in this. So I think that that's what I'm most excited for, is just stepping into the Viking facility,
Mhm.
get myself established, filling everybody out, building relationships. I think that that's the most thing I'm excited for.
Well, it all starts next week. And don't worry, Vederian, if you do get lost in the facility, it's pretty common when you first get here. No one will hold it against you, but it's just two long hallways. That's all you need to remember.
Got you. Got
Two
you.
long hallways. Thank you so much, Vederian Lowe, for joining us today. We can't wait to see you get up here in Minnesota real soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.